Joining us this morning are two of New York's very own comedians who are adding some humor to the holidays. We want to welcome Frankie Benzant and Derrell Meyers, hosts of the weekly XO comedy show. Good morning, and thanks so much for coming in.
Good morning. Good morning.
You got to back me up here in your career, because how do you go from cybersecurity into comedy?
Exhaustion, Black women in corporate America, all the typical issues that everyone can relate to. But I've always used comedy for tech conferences, team meetings. I just decided to get paid for the actual jokes now.
Yeah, well,
nice.
There you go. And Derrell, you're no stranger to being on stage or on television, right? You're in the season of Power Book 3, which we've been talking a lot about here, Raising Kanan. You've done several commercials. So, you know, when you're looking at the totality of your acting, those are some serious shows, some serious roles. Where's the comedy come in?
I appreciate that. The comedy is my life.
Yeah.
My life is a comedy. I grew up always wanting to be a comedian, but I had too much reverence for it. I didn't think it was possible until somebody came to me and said, you know, you can either live a mundane life or you can risk it all. And maybe you won't have what you want, but at least you can, at the end of the day, say that you tried. And luckily for me, I tried and I'm succeeding. So I'm very, very thankful.
Nice.
I like that you guys make the holidays less stressful by using comedy.
Yeah.
But what do you typically like to riff on? Like, what's your comedy special? Family dynamics, the workplace?
Definitely relationships. We have differing opinions about relationships.
Okay.
Very differing opinions.
How so?
Well, I'm polyamorous and he's monogamous.
Okay.
Right, right. When
So-
she first told me that, I thought she said polygamous, but I'm like, oh no, you know, I was just raised in
He's a
church.
pastor's son.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I
gotcha.
went straight to that. But she educated me on the difference, and
Can
we
you
laugh
sort of
about it.
clarify? Polyamorous is like love everyone, right?
Yes, and actually it doesn't even have to be in a romantic sense. It could be platonic as well. Same benefits, polyfinancial.
I'm guessing you see a lot of the joke in there already. Yes. And I come from a monogamous background, and it's funny because of my new dating situation, you know, with my girl now, I've actually begun a new healing journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm healing from all of my relationships.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
yeah. So we have a lot to talk about.
Well,
and
yes.
we love bringing that on stage. It's very interesting.
Right. So how did you decide to kind of join forces? How did this partnership come to be?
Alignment.
You know what I'm saying?
So, no, I only deal with things that attract me,
Okay.
clearly.
Yes.
And so it was the next chapter in our life. We're both comedians, we're both producers,
Yeah.
and joining forces was just no-brainer.
No-brainer. Yeah.
Yeah, and I work the same way. Because we're both producers, we're always looking for another creative to connect with us, but we realize that it's kind of like you're fighting against the tide when you're actually looking for something. So we were just both intentional on what we wanted, and lo and behold, we had a conversation and realized, I think we have something here.
Yeah, literally dropped on our lap, like Santa.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So tell us what you can expect when you go to the XO comedy show.
Yeah.
Well,
What can they expect, Frankie? Come on,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
all right. Before the end of the year, there were a lot of breakups, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Coming
Cardi
into the
and Offset,
holidays, Cardi and Offset, that chicken combo.
Man, Popeye, I ain't
You
gonna
know
be
what? They don't pay us.
Yeah, I can't be on the news talking about you.
Yeah,
Right.
that's terrible. Yeah, but we want them to walk away with knowing that in between all this love and hate, there's always humor.
Okay.
There's always humor, and no matter the relationship, whether it's romantic, platonic, a friendship, a crazy family member.
Oh yeah. We all got those.
It's all about love, camaraderie, and trust when it comes to the holidays. And even though we may be different, you may have that aunt that has a crazy political view she always shares on Facebook, or the uncle who always has multi-million-dollar dreams, but he's living in the basement. You know,
Yep.
we have to come together and just
trying.
laugh about the absurdity
Yeah.
of it all. You know, especially because as I grew older, I realized holidays are different. They're much different when you're older than when you're a kid.
Are we laughing with the uncle or at the uncle?
Oh, we're doing both because the uncle knows
All
he's
shots
ridiculous.
fired.
Okay,
Right.
he
We
knows
all
he's
doing
ridiculous.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. Just because you know 20 random facts doesn't mean you have a multi-million-dollar.
I hear you.
But I don't have the heart to tell him each year. I just
Google is accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Tell me about it. But it's a special show for you in particular this week, right? For you.
For this
Yes.
one over here.
Yes, so it is my birthday show.
Come on, birthday.
Happy
Come on, birthday. Yeah,
This
yeah.
is what we want to see. Okay, sorry. I want everybody to come in shiny shoes or shiny something.
Shiny shoes.
I don't know. I go to Beyonce
I was going to say, are you Beyonce
Yeah.
requesting
Listen,
the
you
shimmer?
won't break my soul, and
That's right.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah. I've been wearing shades around her because of all the metal, man. It's ridiculous.
There you go.
No, definitely. I want everybody to come through, whatever you're going to wear, something shiny just to reflect upon each other. I love Beyonce's message with that. But also, it's my comedy anniversary.
Yes, a comedy anniversary.
Look at this.
Yeah.
It's
Yet
a whole
another
thing
year.
this year.
From the
Birthday.
big switch. What year is that?
It's going to be 10 years doing comedy with my day job, but stand-up 2 years.
Wow.
Congrats.
With
Yeah.
cybersecurity. And I want to say,
Yeah.
because we put a lot of focus on her successful cybersecurity career,
Yeah.
we actually were in a similar field, and I was actually also very successful. You know, I worked at T-Mobile. You know,
with that.
I mean, it's tech. You know,
Nothing
so
wrong with that.
I don't think they put that in the press briefing, but I just wanted.
It
To,
wasn't in my notes here.
yeah, I know,
Get that
I
in my
know.
notes.
It's okay. I wore the pink
Yeah.
shirt, brother. I look good. In it.
Really quick, we're out of time, but as native New Yorkers, what's your favorite thing about New York and the holidays?
Bagels.
Okay.
Always bagels.
Sure.
Yeah, being honest about how some people just drive me crazy. You know, and that's just really it.
Yeah.
I love you. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
But get away.
Keep moving on the sidewalk, please.
With
Just
love.
keep
Yeah.
moving.
Yes,
Keep it
yes,
moving.
yes.
Right?
But, you know, if you're dancing, then, yeah, I'll give you something. I appreciate Showtime.
Great to have both of you here. Happy
Thank
holidays,
you.
both of you. Happy birthday, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Good luck. We'll call T-Mobile, get the whole lowdown. Tickets still available for
about
this week's show at the Comedy Shop. We're also going to link in our website, pix11.com.